Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Star Wars Rebels Season 2, Episode 12, A Princess on Lothal, which there is only one princess I know in the galaxy, so I wonder if we'll see her, but then I am probably just blinded by the Obi-Wan I'll be watching later. Ezra got some very terrible news. In some ways, like, it's good that he knows, but it was still very terrible news in the last episode, so I do wonder how that's going to shake things up. I have got a fan on, I am very sorry, it is just so hot right now, and the alternative was either I did not film reactions for like a week, or I put my fan on, so I'm sorry if it's too loud. You can definitely hear it, but I don't think it's too loud. But yes, let's go. Reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, edited version 1 week in advance, and then let's go.
Don't seem any better here on Lothal.
At the moment, maybe, but we hope to change that in the future. Speaking
It's
of
a
which,
long game.
Senator Organa heard about our losses on Gorel.
It is going to be, oh my god, today's going to be a Leia day.
His agent is coming.
Another meddling delegation from home.
We're going to see 15-year-old Leia. I've just been like very well introduced with 10-year-old Leia.
This is Princess Leia Organa. There's no turning back now.
I'm just being blessed with all the Leia today. When this reaction won't come out the same day as Obi-Wan, but I am filming it on the same day. Oh.
Ezra.
Oh, Ezra.
Hey, excuse me, Miss,
I suggest you put your helmets back on and keep your mouths shut.
Oh, Leia.
me?
You heard her.
She's the same age as Ezra, more or less.
Deck officer.
Well, this plan's off to a good start.
As a matter of fact, it's going perfectly. And you can steal my ships.
What?
Well, obviously, she can't be seen to openly work with the rebels.
I'll explain later. First,
Wait, why does she get to give orders? I don't get to give orders.
Never listen to yourself. I assure you, that won't happen on my watch.
Thank you, sir. That is so reassuring.
What's that?
Fuck, what is that?
And for extra security,
You know, this mission was good in theory, but let's just call it off.
we'll guard your
Oh.
This is a secure site. State your intent.
more friends of yours?
Yeah, I'm a likable guy.
But they have to be seen to be firing back. Because otherwise they'll report back that Leia was working with the rebels, or that she was captured by the rebels.
No, you can't come on board. To go get the Phantom. Get moving.
Help, Commander!
Yep.
It's my responsibility.
He's gonna enjoy this. Seb enjoyed that too much.
Do that now?
They do that now.
It's a challenge being his age with so much responsibility.
I know that feeling.
Maybe he could use a friend.
Yeah. I love this so much. You'll always know how much they love you and how proud you made them.
It's just, there's so much against us. Do you ever wonder?
If this fight is even worth it? Every day. But I'm still here. I have to, for those who cannot.
Yeah.
And I think you might be the same way.
I just love that these two have met.
Let's figure out a way to get your ships.
Grief doesn't go anywhere, but you can use it to help fuel your drive.
We did a scan. Because the Empire doesn't underestimate you. They know how good you are.
We might be able to get one.
This is Leia.
We'll never get all three.
So don't tell me why we can't get them. Tell me how we will.
Well, Kanan and I...
In prison, I put those locks together, so I know how to take them apart.
Right or Azadi? Does that mean you're getting
He's
involved?
coming in the mission.
Once.
As you can see, your ships are safe. Right in the middle.
It's literally being stolen right now.
Lieutenant, you're doing a miserable job.
Rebels, lost them.
Oh god. We should have waited to take off until all three were ready. Hera always comes in to save the day. Leia would so be under suspicion after this. A Jedi Stormtrooper.
think he's on our side.
Well done, Roger Roger. Surprisingly easy to deal with in the end. But I suppose at this point, they haven't underestimated us in terms of the amount of firepower they bring, but they have a little bit in the execution of using their firepower.
Did you see that?
If you like that, watch this.
Oh, Ezra. Ezra, I love you!
Get down!
And I'm afraid in her life she's met a much more impressive Jedi than you, sweet baby.
That is impressive. Well, most.
Mhm.
Wait, what are you doing?
Stop that rebel! He's stealing my transport. Make it look good.
Yep.
Oh, we gotta make this look good.
Yep.
You have my permission.
See you later, princess. The princess!
Very smooth, my guys. Very smooth. I suppose the fact that she was seen being shot really helps. Yeah. So the people they'll try and cover it up on Lothal to try and cover their own backs, and now we have more ships.
Welcome back to the fight, Governor.
Yeah. We need all the good people we can get. Okay, seeing Leia was an absolutely unexpected treat in this episode. Obviously, in some ways it was enhanced by the fact that I'm currently seeing 10-year-old Leia, and now I've got 15-year-old Leia, and it's just everything. She is just... Leia has always been such a fantastic character, and I think they do such a good job of depicting her in all of these different mediums. And seeing her kind of at the beginning of her active rebellion days. I mean, I'm sure she's been helping her dad for some time, but at 15, you know, you're not going to be trusted to do lead missions. But she came up with this one, she helped come up with the contingency plan to see it through, she helped keep the crew's spirits up when they were starting to think, this is too much, we just can't do this. She helped them stay like, yeah, no, we can do this. And she helped them see it through. I absolutely love this episode. Revisiting characters from the original movies or whatever is always special. Leia is a particularly special one. And seeing her interact with Ezra and really reminds you of the fact that Ezra is the same, just the fact that she is the same age as Ezra. I've always thought that, obviously, since I found out when Ezra was born, that I don't actually know what day the Empire Day is or whatever, whether it's, I assume it's a couple of days after Luke and Leia were born, but they're born around the same time. They have the same, they've seen the world go through the same changes, and all three of them will end up fighting to try and stop it. So I love the way that she was able to kind of connect with him, and even though, yeah, she's a princess with all the privileges that brings, it's still her responsibility to try and help people because of that privilege. I love Leia. And just seeing her connect with Ezra, and even seeing her be like, oh, you know, that was some good Jedi stuff you did. And then Ezra's like, want to see some more impressive Jedi stuff? And now it's like, oh, sweetheart, she's seen Obi-Wan Kenobi do his thing. Bless you, Ezra, you're never going to impress her. So this was a lot of fun. And I love at the end the fact that they're going to try and cover it up to a degree, because if they were to report it, the more times they report, oh, the Alderaan Relief Committee got their ships taken by the rebels again and again and again and again, it will get, the more times it happens, the more suspicious it will become. So the fact that, I'm sure they have to report this to the Empire, but they'll kind of try and downplay it to a degree, or they won't. You know, Leia very much did a good job of coming off as the furious princess who had some incompetent Empire people had lost her ships. And you know, there's not that many years left of this pretense, but yeah, great episode. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance. Sorry about the fan, and thank you so much for watching.